There is a specter which haunts our society. This specter is human trafficking. Many times, like a specter or phantom, it goes unnoticed. It isn't seen when it occurs. Even when children and women are abducted from our streets, nothing is done. So every time we get close to finding those responsible, they get further and further away. Let me tell you a story. About 13 years ago, my sister was on our front lawn. Now, she was on a tire swing, merrily going about her business, just having the time of her life as all toddlers do. And then a minivan pulls up, and out comes, as my father described, an overweight, fragile looking woman. Now, this woman comes over to my sister and attempts to remove her from the tire swing. And of course, my father, seeing this happen, rushes to stop her. Well, the woman, upon seeing my father coming at her, decides to place my sister back in the tire swing, and she jumps in her minivan and takes off, never to be seen again. I live in a safe neighborhood. It's clean, it's quiet. Rarely ever do we have problems. In fact, other than that one occurrence, things are peaceful. But it just goes to show that no matter the circumstance, no matter your location, it can happen to anyone at any given time. And what are we going to do about it? Well, here we are talking about it. That's the first step. FCCLA has been generous enough to allow us to present this as our topic this year for Digital Stories for Change. It is the moral duty of every member of FCCLA and society as a whole to do their part in order to put an end to human trafficking. We must bring uproar to the streets just as we did over Jeffrey Epstein. We must bring justice to to these people through our courts by any means necessary. We cannot be silent. We must not allow the specter to remain unseen. For if we do, the problem will only get worse. And we must especially be on the lookout here in Ohio. After all, Ohio is a beloved state by many child traffickers. Why? Because of our highway system. Unlike many other states, Ohio has 3 major cities, and these 3 major cities need connected. And so we have a great abundance of highways for people to use to transport any items or people who are victims of human trafficking. It could be a car which passes us. A perpetrator could be someone who walks next to us in the park. We will never know. They've become exceptionally good at hiding themselves. As members of FCCLA, we must bring awareness to this. As said before, by any means necessary. My family was nearly a victim of this. We got lucky. It is up to us to ensure that it never happens to anyone else. Always carry your phone with you so you can communicate to law enforcement in case you believe you are being followed or may be the victim of a future kidnapping. You must always let other people know where you are in case you end up missing so they know your last known location. You must always be within sight of other people at all times. After all, child or human traffickers in general will not want to be seen, will they? Just as we must help others, we must help ourselves. Be strong. Be courageous. Don't be afraid to run if you believe you're in a bad situation, which may escalate.